In the time of Sulaiman alayhi salatu wasalam, he heard of this queen Sheba, and she was a very powerful queen. She had a whole army of jinns that were under her, and Sulaiman alayhi salam also had a whole army of jinns under him. Now it was going to become a big battle if one of these did not, subdue. If Bilqis wasn't going to subdue, it was going to become a big battle. But anyway, long story short, he sends a letter to her through the hoopoe bird, and then in the end she consults her jinns, and they say, look, we're ready to fight, but it's up to you, your Royal Highness, what you want to do. So she says, look, fighting will only cause corruption and bloodshed and so on, and I want to try and test this individual. Let me try and, he says he's a messenger, and I know that messengers, if they're given a gift, then a messenger doesn't, if he's given a gift, a person gives like almost in a form of a bribery, like, calm down coolly, take it easy, don't take it so hard on me. Okay, so if I give him a nice gift, hopefully, we'll see eye to eye. And she sends that gift, and when it comes to Sulaiman, he says, أَتُمِدُّونَنِ بِمَالٍ فَمَا آتَانِيَ اللَّهُ خَيْرٌ مِمَّا آتَاكُمْ. You're trying to bribe me with some kind of wealth. What Allah has given me is much better. He says, I'm going to tell them, I'm going to get my army ready right now, and I will bring them right down to our kingdom by them being, lowly in front of us. And the news is basically going back to Bilqis, and she understands, and she says, what, let me go straight to Sulaiman alayhi salam, and let me show, that I'm submitting to him, but let me take it easy. So she's on her way, and before she can get to Sulaiman alayhi salam's quarters, he's in his quarters, and he says, who's going to bring me her throne? And you know what, in the end one of them brings the throne with the blink of an eye in front of him, and what he does is he finds out that this woman, see, the hoopoe bird told him that this woman Bilqis and a whole kingdom, they worship the sun. They see the sun rising up, they worship the sun throughout the day. When it sets, they worship the sun. When it's rising, when it's at the peak, when it's setting, they're worshipping the sun. So he wants to now make her believe in Allah. How does he make this woman believe in Allah? Does he just say, Bilqis, I am Sulaiman, I am the Rasul of Allah, and here's a book I've got from before, and you better believe, look how truthful this is. And is this the way to give da'wah to this woman who's a queen in her own right? Is it the way to give her da'wah that he should bring her and try and sort of force her? You can't do that. You can't force anyone, right? In religion, Allah said in the Holy Quran, "La ikraha fid din." So how is he going to make this woman see the truth? So what does he do? He builds a test for her. He prepares this before Bilqis even arrives. So Bilqis comes, she sees her throne. He says, "Do you recognize this?" And she says, "Ka'annahu." She says, as if it's the one I have. Alright, so already she sees that this man's got some serious power. He's sent someone over there to her kingdom, brought this whole massive throne and presented it in front of her. He changed it a little, so she said, as if it's the one that I've got. Anyway, he then takes her to a chamber, this large room, okay? This large room or hallway. When they open the door, they've got to go through this to another room. When she opens the door, she sees that there's water in this room. Shallow water, but there's water. And she's got to go through this room to the next part that Sulaiman alayhi salam is going to take her. So as she's going to step inside, she lifts her garment up slightly so that it doesn't get wet. But when she puts her foot on the ground, la ilaha illallah, it's glass. It was so clear that the glass was cleaned and polished so well, and it was made so magnificently above this water that she didn't even see the glass. Guys, do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever seen, you go to a building and there's some glass doors there, and people don't realize the glass door, they walk, boom. You ever seen that? You're laughing, you've seen it. You're not just seen it, you use the one. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that she did not realize it was so clean. So she put her foot down, and Sulaiman alayhi salam straight away said that this is glass. And there and then Bilqis, this clever, intelligent woman, realizes and she does tawbah and she says, Ya Allah, what have I done? What have I done? Her iman came straight and there and then. And Sulaiman alayhi salam did the whole test to make her a believer. How? She looked at this magnificent work and she said, where have I been? She said, Rabbi inni zalamtu nafsi. My Lord, I have wronged myself. Why? Because all my life I've been looking at a sun that is visible to me, and that material world has taken my grasp and taken my whole mind away. That this is the biggest planet I see every day, the strongest, the one that gives us all energy. So that is the one that I've been worshipping, not realizing that between the sun and myself, and between your creation and us, and between the heavens and the earth, and between anything, Allah says what? وَهُوَ مَعَكُمْ أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ. He is with you wherever you are. وَاللَّهُ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ بَصِيرٌ. And Allah is well watching whatever you are doing. Now she didn't see the invisible God. She didn't see the invisible God, but she saw the visible sun. So she started to worship whatever was material in front of her eyes, whatever was what she could actually see and visualize. So the same way she couldn't see the glass, but she saw the water and she reacted to the water. The water was visible, but the glass wasn't visible. So she got the message that Sulaiman alayhi salam is trying to tell her and give a da'wah that don't just go with what you can see.